As you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Karath warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We found a disabled hunter-killer droid in the back of the ship.
Excellent. We can reprogram this droid to fight in our own army, wipe its memory chip and take it to the salvage shop. The technicians will deal with it later.
See, they already know it's a hunter-killer, not a protocol droid. Also, we already did what you want to do. We already wiped his chip.
I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promise myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Karath, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
Well, just to mention, the war in Ukraine is still going on. And yeah, innocents must die, right? Just bomb the apartment buildings. Just like the Russians do. Russia is dark side confirmed, obviously. I mean, it wasn't a secret. You're wasting your time, so I'll never betray the Jedi. We hardly care about the Jedi. For the right offer, I could probably be convinced to join the Sith.
Your loyalty is as fickle as ever, I see.
I mean, we already passed the test, right?
Though I seriously doubt he will want you of all people at his side. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you.
There is a history between us? History? What are you talking about? If we say that, we will show our weakness. We will present to Saul that he's got something we want. So he'll use that against us. We were not doing that. Malak won't get any answers from me. Why don't you just let me go? Bastila is the one you want. So, yeah, obviously, throw your friends under the bus. Why don't you just let me go? Bastila is the one you want.
You mean, oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself.
We get that line anyway, regardless.
And for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you.
You really sound like someone who was just tortured, don't you? Did you get no directions, Jennifer? Also, strong words for someone who's like 16 to 18 and wearing only underwear. I'm sure you won't, however, friends' loyalty is flexible. My loyalty is as true as Bastila's. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where your statements are reliant on someone else. You might get bitten in the ass by that. What are you talking about? Don't torture me. I'll tell you everything you want to know. Flexible. But out of all things, being a coward, maybe not this time. What are you talking about?
I am interrogating you, not the other way around. You will answer questions, not ask them. It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
Fortunately, we don't care about them. You know, we took specifically deliberate steps to ensure that we don't fucking care about these people. So, don't hurt her, I beg of you. Or I beg you. I will not betray the Jedi Order even to save Bastila. That's pretty alright, but go ahead, torture her. I don't really like her anyway.
You expect me to fall for such a transparent ploy? You travel halfway across the galaxy with someone and you expect me to believe you feel nothing for each other? I tire
Yes.
of these games.
Have you been to
Now
school?
I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
Alderaan, obviously, right? That's not a reference or anything. A Jedi Academy, I have no idea what you're talking about. They're on Dantooine. So, obviously, we're not giving anything to the guy that threatens to torture us one way or another. Jedi Academy, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Very well. This is the price of your resistance. Enough. You see what happens when you try to defy me. This
Oh
first
no,
question was
someone I don't care about
Obviously,
suffers.
Malak knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters.
Well, we get to visit that planet again, and like I said, this makes us unable to come back and talk to anyone about Terran Tactics. So if for some reason if you for some reason want to try to return that quest, try to do it before completing a third star map. It's doable. It's doable. The Korriban map. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh no. Right, because it gets locked. So, you know, you could do it. You could do it. Alright, so now you're lying. It isn't true. You will pay for this crime, Soul. You and all the Sith. I never liked them anyway. You know, save your face one way or another. I never liked them anyway.
A brave front, but your feigned indifference does not fool me. Your
It's not
masters
feigned.
are eradicated, along with any hope of someone rescuing you. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada?
Ah yes, and we'll be able to visit the planet again in the next game. But it's not that destroyed actually, so that's kind of weird really. I don't know, maybe now everything is on fire and within a few years after the end of this game the grass started growing back. I don't know. I won't betray the Jedi, persuade lie, we have been sent to assassinate Lord Malak, we're searching for the Star Forge. I mean, we're obviously sent out to assassinate Lord Malak. I mean, he needs to die so that the Empire falls and there is no main guy on top so they can surrender, right? One way or another, it leads to the same thing, defeating Lord Malak. Number 2 it is.
Do you take me for a fool? The Jedi are not assassins. They would never devise such a plan. Perhaps
I'm not a Jedi.
Reminder of the consequences of refusing to cooperate.
No! No! Pain!
Listen, can you not hear her suffering? You can spare her further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again, on what mission did the Jedi Council send you?
Yeah, oh hey, look, the force field is out. Now we can run away. Cast insanity on the people in the room, then a kill, and another kill, and maybe a life drain to recuperate some strength from what we went through. That would be my plan, but I guess that's only a glitch. You are a sick and evil man, Sol Kareth. I like you. This accomplishes nothing, Sol. We will never betray the Republic. We were searching for the Star Forge. Yeah, you know. The last two aren't fun enough. You're a sick and evil man, Sol Kareth.
Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you, no! Mercy!
Learn quick, Bastila.
Surprised she did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I'm wasting my time here. When Malak arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Kareth had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got
Good thing you passed out standing up.
Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost.
Fear he's forever lost. That sounds like a certain movie where a guy went out of his way to save his father, one of the evilest guy in the galaxy, because he still believed there is good in him. And then it was all thrown away because the same guy decided to kill his own nephew because he saw a little bit of evil in him. And he decided to murder him in his sleep as well. Yeah, those were good movies, weren't they? That's one thing. He tortured us even after we passed out, even after you passed out, he tortured you. What sense does that make? I can't feel the torture, and it's only mind torture field, so it's not like it's dealing any permanent damage. It's not like you chopped off my arm and I'm waking up to the fact that I'm an amputee now. So, what good is that? It only, I don't know, blew off your steam and then left you with less steam to keep torturing me, by the way. Also, with the onesie that we've got, because we're Darkseid now, there's a certain little something here that no one really bothers with, and why would we have it even in the first place? We'll get to that maybe eventually. No one is without hope of redemption, Bastila, you stupid cunt. Don't you know about Luke Skywalker? Blah blah blah. Don't you ever get tired of being so fucking preachy? Of course we're going with the second one. We went through torture. I had to figure out things. You weren't the one answering the questions.
This is not a matter to joke about. If there is one thing we can learn from Saul, it's how the power of the dark side can corrupt even the bravest of heroes. Sorry, forgive me. Snapping at you like that won't help our situation. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First,
I can tell by your voice.
Academy. Is there no end to the killing?
Maybe Admiral Kareth was lying. I know, it's hard to believe they're all gone. It's their own fault, they should have seen the attack coming. Yeah, again, the arrogance of the Jedi, there's something to be told about that. Maybe I'll talk about that in the next episode, when we've got just mindless killing to do. It's their own fault, they should have seen that attack coming.
We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Endar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them.
Yeah, some of them, like the most important characters in it. Fuck other NPCs, they weren't important enough.
Get out of this prison before Saul gets back.
Where is Saul Kareth now? I'm not afraid of him. Yeah, morbid curiosity or just blind bravery? Morbid curiosity, I guess. Where is Saul Kareth now?
Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information.
Yeah, I think so too.
There was a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop.
Oh yes, you betrayed your morals and ideals, but only for a moment. I killed him, but only for a second. It just took a moment to pull the trigger, right? I mean, we shouldn't judge the content of my character just because I pulled the trigger for just a moment. I'm sorry, Bastila, watching you suffer tore me apart. Saul would have tortured us no matter what I told him. The only reason I stayed silent was to watch you suffer. Let's not reveal our hand, let her think we're not completely immoral even though we're fucking grey and have a different onesie than everyone else because we're that evil. The best thing to do is lie to her face. Lie to her face. I'm sorry, Bastila, watching you suffer tore me apart, but that would be uncharacteristic of us right now, so we're going with the second. Saul would have tortured us no matter what I told him.
I've known Admiral Kareth a long time, and I think you're right. The interrogation was a sham. Saul was toying with us. He didn't care what we told him. I think it was just an excuse to torture us before Malak arrived.
Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope HK-47 busts us out of here before he arrives.
Or anyone, really. Thanks for A-posing or T-posing, soldier. You've done your duty. And yeah, one of the things I've done to my party is equip HK with 2 blasters, because there's still a lot of bonus to attack, like plus 18, plus 12. What the fuck would be a thing that we cannot hit with bonuses like that? And we've got more damage, right? So that's minimum 11 to maximum of 25. That's worth it. So we've reset, and we'll just do the usual rapid shot, and you go down. Only with all the power we've got, it's been wasted because he's got only 12 hit points. So that will be it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we will see each other in something I play for you for free. Thanks for sticking by. In the meantime, of course, interact with the video, interact with every video on my channel, preferably by watching them and sharing them as well. Subscribe to the channel, and if you don't like the content, it's entirely your fault.